very limited abilities to detect drones, and also limited abilities to destroy drones with cost-effective measures. So what is needed to be done here, really we need to start to invest into, first of all, into detection capabilities, both in frontier region, but also in the countries which want to develop such capabilities in order to be ready to defend themselves against any kind of provocations. And then also we need to invest into capabilities to destroy drones in a cost-effective way, with anti-drone interceptors, with electronic warfare means, and also with classical Zenit artillery or machine guns and mobile groups. A lot of things we can learn from Ukraine. There are countries which are moving ahead. Recently I visited Latvia and I saw how successful they are starting to build the whole network of acoustic sensors in order to be able to detect drones. So there are experiences, there are different, different companies which are producing exactly equipment which is very much needed, and I see all the possibilities really successfully to develop this project, and during next year to have at least sufficient implementation of that project in the countries which want to be part of those two projects.
Thank you. Andrew.
Thank you. Andrew Gray from Reuters. Can I ask about the financial aspect here? There doesn't seem to be any price tag on any of these projects. So do you have any estimates of how much these are going to cost? And where is the money going to come from? I take the point about safe and national budgets. But if we compare to the COVID crisis, which some people sometimes do, including on this podium, when we look at the response to this crisis, is the message from the Commission that when there's a crisis in Southern Europe, there's free money not to be paid back, but when there's a crisis in Eastern Europe, it's loans and you'll have to pay it back?
Well, I will not discuss about the messages, but I will tell you what is our vision and our plans. First of all, definitely we need to have those capability coalitions and flagship coalitions to develop much more clear technical concepts. What is needed to be done in each of those projects, especially when we're talking about flagships. Then we shall be able to also evaluate the cost. I can tell, for example, about now Drone Wall, or how it's called, European Drone Defense Initiative. That's the same countries which I was talking before, Poland and 3 Baltic states. When they were appealing to Commission earlier in July, they put some kind of concept note and they put evaluation of this, chapter on drones, with detection, with management of information, of data, and also with anti-drone capabilities. And for those 4 countries, they evaluated that it will cost around of 1 billion euros. So just for us to understand that we're not talking here about hundreds of billions. But definitely, more precise evaluation will be available when we shall have much more clear concepts. Now, second, really, on financial side, I said deliberately, because I was expecting such a question, that, what I call big bank and finances are starting to appear. During next 10 years, we are going to spend 6.8 trillion euros for defense. For equipment, it will be more or less, if we are taking some kind of NATO standard from 40 to 50%, it will be 3.5 trillion euros. It's a big amount of money. The question, how we can use those money earlier than later, it's of course a rational question. But for time being, we need to look, first of all, how we're using those instruments which are available at the moment. So first of all, of course, safe loans. Member states can start to use those money now in order to develop some of the regional projects, for example, Eastern Flank Watch. Then there is also possibility to reallocate unused and spend cohesion funds and RRF funds. So those are, some of them are grants. I can tell you that now, at least what we hear from other services which are taking care about RRF money, there are 300 billion unspent RRF money, and out of that, 100 billion is grants. And member states need till end of this year to review their RRF plans, and they can put those money into defense. So those are possibilities which member states can use in a most effective way.
Thank you, Commissioner. David.
Thank you. David Carretta, Radio Radicale, Italian Radio. I don't know to ask, but basically on the concept of European Defence Dome, the French President Emmanuel Macron in Copenhagen was quite clear, saying that it wouldn't be enough to protect Europe because we need deterrence, and deterrence means also long-range missiles, basically the possibility and the capacity to respond to an attack. I'm wondering if this concept that you are putting on the table, so a shield in the space, a shield in the air, a wall for the drones, if this is enough as deterrence, or European countries should also be able to respond in a more forceful way if attacked. Thank you.
EVP, HRVP.
I can just say my own opinion. I do not see here any contradiction. Because, well, yes, we are saying that our goal is to build our defense capabilities in order to deter. Now, what does it mean, the defense capabilities? It's definition of NATO. NATO is giving all the member states so-called capability targets.